Welcome. You're going to witness medical history.
Actually was kind of shocked at a considerable deal of news that was broken in that press conference. I want to start with the top line news that I think is quite important and is something that everybody should care about, which is President Trump's health. This is a brand new piece of breaking news that was just announced at the press conference itself. And I wasn't planning on anybody answering or asking this question. Caroline Leavitt just was out with it in her open. But this is what the internet has been speculating for quite a while. This is the photos of Trump's ankles, President Trump's ankles, and President Trump's hand. And you can see there some type of concealment of the hand itself, right? That is not the natural skin tone. And these were the images that have been going viral and saying, well, is something medically wrong with President Trump? Ladies and gentlemen, we now have obviously the answer to that speculation. Concerned markings appear across Trump's body. Experts reveal what they think they might be. And this is, of course, the close-up. This was at a press conference that was 1 day ago. You could see President Trump was concealing something on his hand, raised a circular area of skin. Trump's team seemed eager to hide. This was what the reporting was, and this was what the high-definition video was here. You can see the hand. There it is, being zoomed in on. Some type of bruising or concealment there that the president was using to cover his hand. Okay, so what is this? Caroline Leavitt announcing at the beginning of the news conference, President Trump has been diagnosed with chronic venous insufficiency following reports of swelling in the president's legs, per Caroline Leavitt. It's nothing serious. This is how it should be handled. Don't cover this up. An echocardiogram, which is a mapping of the heart, a very sophisticated mapping of the heart, was performed and confirmed normal cardiac structure and function. No signs of heart failure, renal impairment, or systemic illness were identified. This is the major top-line breaking news, as people have been speculating about this for quite a while, at least over the past couple of days and past public appearances of President Trump. Here's Caroline Leavitt explaining what chronic venous insufficiency is. Here's the top line here, by the way. A condition where blood doesn't flow efficiently, return from the legs to the heart, often due to damaged valves in the veins. It can lead to a range of symptoms, including swelling, pain, skin changes, and severe causes of ulcers. Usually not life-threatening, thank God, and significantly impact the quality of life if left untreated, and may lead to complications like deep vein thrombosis or embolisms. Now, those can be killers. I had a relative die of an embolism. These are heart conditions, and so this is inefficient return of blood from the lower or distant extremities, is what this is. Caroline Leavitt explaining here.
Note, I know that many in the media have been speculating about bruising on the president's hand and also swelling in the president's legs. So in the effort of transparency, the president wanted me to share a note from his physician with all of you today. In recent weeks, President Trump noted mild swelling in his lower legs. In keeping with routine medical care and out of an abundance of caution, this concern was thoroughly evaluated by the White House Medical Unit. The president underwent a comprehensive examination, including diagnostic vascular studies. Bilateral lower extremity venous Doppler ultrasounds were performed and revealed chronic venous insufficiency, a benign and common condition, particularly in individuals over the age of 70. Importantly, There was no evidence of deep vein thrombosis or arterial disease. Laboratory testing included a complete blood count, comprehensive metabolic panel, coagulation profile, D-dimer, B-type natriuretic peptide, and cardiac biomarkers. All results were within normal limits. An echocardiogram was also performed and confirmed normal cardiac structure and function. No signs of heart failure, renal impairment, or systemic illness were identified. Additionally, recent photos of the president have shown minor bruising on the back of his hand. This is consistent with minor soft tissue irritation from frequent handshaking and the use of aspirin, which is taken as part of a standard cardiovascular prevention regimen. This is a well-known and benign side effect of aspirin therapy. And the president remains in excellent health, which I think all of you witness on a daily basis here. So the president wanted me to share that note with all of you. I'm happy to take further questions on it. We will provide the memorandum from the president's physician to all of you, as we always do. And we'll get to questions here.
Hot damn. What a way to deal with this in the fallout of President Biden's, can you even call him president at this point? Like, can we just confirm that that was all a mistake and that it wasn't real? President Biden and his doctor, happily, his little leprechaun man. Have you ever seen this guy? He's like the creepiest little man. It's like not even a doctor, actually. He's like a family cover-up artist who LARPs as a doctor. His name's Kevin O'Connor. A creepy little dude. There he is. Joe Biden's not particularly tall, but like this guy's like this little leprechaun. He just pled the fifth. And this is a guy that was like consistently being like, no, Joe Biden's great. I mean, he's a peak of health. No one's ever been better. No one's ever healthier than Joe Biden. No one's healthier. Well, we just watched him fall ass backwards down the Air Force One stairs. Like an SNL skit. He's great. We just watched him forget his own children's names. Well, he's good. This little goblin, this guy is now being targeted by congressmen in the House. We'll see what happens next. But it is refreshing. Imagine that. The left is pushing the gotcha photos of swelling in Trump's legs. Within days, the White House announced every test was done. His diagnosis, and that is not serious. There's a total 180 from the Biden era. See how easy it is? When you are actually fit for office and you can come out and just do this. Biden could never. Joe Biden's doctor fleeing here on Capitol Hill. Here's just some videos of it. Biden's doctors flat out refused to testify about Biden's cognitive decline and got up and walked out of the House hearing. The reason he had to appear was because, one, he's lost an enormous amount of money since they shut down the Lollipop Guild in the Emerald City. And two, Peter Dinklage canceled all the contracts for the live-action dwarves in Snow White. And three, if he doesn't show up, then he's going to jail, right? Those are going to be the terms, the condition, right? Those are the new rules. There he is, not answering any questions and running and sprinting away. It's nice to have that kind of transparency and openness, something that people respect. Here's Joe Biden's doctor. No questions. And Biden ran, Joe Biden's doctor literally running away from White House reporters. Crazy. The difference, ladies and gentlemen, in the administrations. Now on to further transparency. And again, we pray for the president's health. Let's just see if this write-up has anything further in it. White House disclosed that Donald Trump has a chronic condition that leads to swelling in his ankles, and finally addressed the mysterious bruising makeup that has been appearing on the president's hand. Surprise statement from Carolyn Leavitt. I certainly wasn't expecting this. The White House says that he had been checked by a doctor and that Donald Trump has been diagnosed with chronic venous insufficiency. Earlier this week, Trump, 79 years old, appeared at the White House press gaggle with what looked like makeup covering a patch on his hands. The splotch had been visible on other occasions throughout the week. The makeup appeared to be concealing a raised circular area of the skin. There is your zoom in right there. And they're saying that this is bruising, some type of dark bruising. You often see this actually in elderly people. They have these large bruises on their hands. Have you ever seen that? Do you have an elderly member of your household? It happens often. The makeup appeared to be concealing a raised circular area of skin. Levitt said that the president recently noticed mild swelling in his lower legs, and in keeping with routine medical care and the abundance of caution, he was evaluated by the White House Medical Unit, and he underwent comprehensive examination. Bilateral lower extremity ultrasounds were performed to reveal chronic venous insufficiency, common condition, people over the age of 70. Here's a good example of without the makeup. You can see here the bruises on the president's hand. And you can see maybe some bruising there. And they cover it with makeup. She also addressed the minor bruising on Trump's hand, consistent with soft skin irritation, hand shaking, obviously, and aspirin usage. This also has to do with, obviously, blood flow to the lower extremities. Okay. According to the Cleveland Clinic, chronic venous insufficiency occurs when the leg veins are damaged, making it more difficult for blood to return to the heart. It causes blood to pool in your legs and veins, including and leading to high pressure in those veins. It's common, 1 in 20 adults. The risk increased with age, achy legs, feeling of pins and needles, cramping, swelling, itching, and a leathery-looking skin on your legs. That account tracked with the bruising for the presidential. This Daily Mail saying that they've noticed this for a while now. And so there it is, ladies and gentlemen.